Welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're going to be jumping into the world of Transformers Armada. We're going to be taking a look at Transformers Armada Superbase, released in 2022 and 2023, Optimus Prime. And this is one of the most interesting figures I've come across due to a very special feature that caught me off guard because I did not read the box when I got him. So as you can see, we have him in his truck mode here. A lot of accessories to take a look at, a lot of playable features, including an automatic transformation conversion I was not aware of. When I first transformed him, it freaked me out because I did not expect it. Little side note, little laughter. And I got something special to show everybody. I always talk about replacing batteries in figures when they're in storage. I actually found one that I did put the batteries aside that were not ruined. So I just want to show this real quick. These are the actual batteries that were released with the toy. These are going back in the box. These were the actual batteries that came with him. 4 AA batteries. So just wanted to show that because it was really cool. Very unique. No name brands. That's what Hasbro used. They actually say, you hear them rolling across my table here. They actually say Hasbro on them. So, really cool. Having said that, what you see here is what we get. We get Optimus in his trailer along with his Minicon partner, Sparkplug. So let's take him, separate them, and let's take a look at the different elements real quick. First, we'll look at Optimus himself. Interesting made-up truck design. Really cool, though. You do have the fists out in the back, so it kind of gives it away. And there's no light up in here with the LED that is actually part of the electronics for the transformation. And then we have the trailer piece. So, really cool. So let's take this little guy off. And the third part of this, we'll drop him in the middle, is Sparkplug. And at the time, Hasbro actually had lost the trademark on the name Bumblebee, so they went with Sparkplug for this little guy. A little interesting. We'll take a look at his transformation and a little bio on him. We're really not going to do a bio on Optimus because everybody knows who he is, leader of the Autobots, and his backstory. So that's really cool. So let's start with taking a look at the accessories. These smokestacks do come off. They are translucent and they are left and right. And they do go together to form a pistol. Rather interesting. Let's step you aside. So let's take a look at the trailer because this is going to be the majority of the video is this trailer alone. Oh, as I smack my camera here. We're going to put Optimus and Sparkplug aside. And the trailer itself is automatic, like I said. It is battery powered. You have a battery chamber on the bottom here with a power button. This is set into the off position. You can hear it when I turn it on. So, before we go and take a look at that, get a little bit of detail look in there. Got your blaster cannon right here. You do have 4 pegs on the top. And storage compartments on the sides. the little clear plastic on that side. Nothing on that side. So not everything is mirrored on this. And the way this works, the automation feature, is when you transform Optimus himself, when this is turned on, it is supposed to auto-transform, I can speak, into his base mode. Mine ended up with a funny glitch, because every time I turn it on, it starts to auto-transform on its own. So we're going to try this today and see if it does the same thing. Off position. It didn't do it. I'm impressed. Okay, perfect. So we're going to set him aside, but we're going to keep him in the background so we can see if this works. And this is Optimus Prime in his truck mode. Rather interesting. Looks really cool. You can see the big super robot head underneath just hanging out. Fairly simple. You can figure out where everything is located on him just by looking at this. Obviously, arms, super head robot mode, super arms. Again, come to watch my videos, listen to me mess up with speech. Arms for the super robot. Could have done it myself. I could have done a little bit of a better dusting job on him, but ooh well. First thing we're going to do, because I want to keep him in camera frame so he can auto-transform if this works, is we're going to come to the front piece, this grill. I'm going to pop that loose and swing this down. What's cool is you'll see another feature in here, which is a non-removable matrix. So that's just a little touch. Just clip that. Push that down, and there we go. Now, I'm going to bring the arm, I'm going to unpeg the arms on each side and bring them down slightly. What's supposed to happen now that this is on is when I open the shoulders up, he should auto-transform, provided the batteries in this side here are still good. Which they obviously are not. Because that should have auto-transformed him. There is a switch in here. It's very hard to see. You can see it on this side. There it is, that little gray button. Once that's depressed, that's supposed to transform him. Now that we know that's not working, we'll set that aside. We'll continue transforming him, and we will go back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring his shoulder up. This is just so much easier. Straighten the arm out. Bring it back down. Push this piece in to reveal his fist. You can do it the other way too. Bend it in. Bring it forward. Double turn at that joint. And push this piece in. And of course now he doesn't want to transform. There we go. Like so. I'm going to separate his legs. Not fully. Pull down. Flip one foot. Pull down. Exposing the joint. Flip the other foot. And that is Optimus Prime in his robot mode. It's funny, I tested this earlier, it worked, so I guess the batteries just had one more jolt of life in it. Oh well, it happens. And what's really cool about this guy is I want to show this feature. This button on the top will actually move his mouth guard. He's got the blue head, the yellow, gold eyes. That does look really sharp in my opinion. Very bulky though on the top. Very, very bulky. Of course, you do this, you got the battery compartment here. You have a button here, which will be coming later. The smokestacks will attach once again to the arm after we do articulation. I'll show that. Articulation. Head will go all the way around. Full exorcist, but no up and down. Shoulder, all the way around. He does have a double bended elbow. And he has knees and hips. Will not go sideways because of this piece here. But I mean, articulation is not the greatest in my opinion. I just like the overall look because it was really good for the time. And the plastic molding was phenomenal in my opinion. A lot of detail in this. And you can always pop this down and expose his matrix of leadership. And they did a lot of detail work in the gray plastic in here. And I love how this just clips in to where the handles would be. Like so. So let's put him aside for a minute. Actually, let's give him his guns. So I showed you this gun earlier. You just pull it apart. And there are preset peg holes in this. One on the bottom, opening down here. A peg up here and a hole right there. And that's how they should look. With a shorter stack on the top. So we're going to go into the base transformation next. Ideally what should happen is when that switch is activated, this will all pop open. This will come up, and this will all auto transform like so. And now I wish I had something underneath to hold it better. Alright, so we're going to do something a little crazy. I don't normally do is take the pedestal out because it is not going to do us any justice here. That shouldn't have popped. So it opens up as such. I'm going to pull this back just a little bit so you can see it. And I'm just going to turn it on the table here. This is awesome. So I did change the batteries on this, so the batteries should work. There's a lot of playable features here, especially if you have a lot of different mini-cons. I should have transformed Sparkplug first. I just realized that. So we're going to do a quick transformation and give you a little information on this guy now that we've done this. Now that we know what's supposed to happen, let's set him aside for 2 seconds. And Sparkplug's transformation is very easy. Take the two ends, dislodge the top, bring it down, flip up the feet, open the hands. You're going to take this centerpiece, push it in the middle here like so, and bring this all down so it folds like that. And just bring his arms forward. And you'll notice he resembles Bumblebee. Really, really good. But again, trademark, they called him Sparkplug. He has the Minicon symbol in the middle of his chest. He does have a 5mm peg right here, which will plug into any of these ports. Which will put him back in the car mode before we put him in the super mode. An articulation with him. Shoulder. His arm. And his feet. That's all that move on him. And they do move independently. So I'm going to give you his bio. Which is not really that big. Sparkplug is a good-natured, energetic young Minicon. Through fate, became the partner of Optimus Prime. And due to this partnership, has become a pseudo-leader of the Minicons. He is a very big advocate for the Minicons to join the Autobot cause due to the way that the Autobots treat them as partners, not as tools. really quick bio. It's really interesting with the mini-cons. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, I would suggest going to watch the show. It is called Transformers Armada. Fantastic cartoon. My ramblings aside, let's put Sparkplug in the background because he will become an intricate part of what we're going to do with this. So, what we have here is the base mode. Those doors we showed earlier, we open that, and you'll see the grate in there with that little plunger. In and out. We come to the back piece. We do have a standing gun with missile that does fire. See, it fires off. Another little detail you're supposed to do is right here on the console. Take that clear plastic and flip it up. And again, you see not everything is identical. On this side here, same thing. Open that up and you'll see it is on wheels. So we're going to leave it like this so you can see it in full. So you can stand him up here. And it happens every time you launch this. You'll see the little button right here. And you can't see a damn thing that I'm doing. Whoop! Up here. Turn this so you can see what's going on here. Camera angles for this video is going to be fun, folks. Little radar that moves right up here. And if you push this button, we're not going to launch him. He will stand up there. Cool incorporation into this especially is Optimus Prime's cannon. His light up rifle. And with the batteries not working in Optimus, red will light up all throughout this clear plastic on this. And what's really cool is when you open that up, you can attach it. All those various split. You just had to go and do that to me. Just make me look bad. There we go. So you'll see you can do a lot of cool things with it. If you have a bunch of mini cons, we'll give Optimus his blaster in a second. They can be stationed anywhere. Back here. So it looks like they're firing the cannon back here if he wants to stand. And the other features I'll show you in a second because I got to transform him back. I know this video is like all over the place, but I'm trying to keep it somewhat organized. Actually, this guy doesn't have the light up. I take that back. It's going to be the large version, but his batteries are dead anyway. Small version it will not light up. Larger version it will. So that's him holding his cannon. So we're going to transform Sparkplug back so we can show the other features and then do the super mode. Flip. Word of advice, start moving this before you do that because it will get a little snug. It always has on mine. Flip. Peg these in on the sides. And then swing his body forward. And there you go. Reason being is we're going to use this peg right here. We're just going to activate that gun right there. So now this gun turns and moves. You can plug him in over here, which is actually does nothing. Or right here. This is the one you want to pay attention to. So that red block on the other side. From a standing angle. So that lights up that and gives you sound effects. So overall, really nice. Now we're going to do the super mode combined version. That's where we're going to end the video on this one. I know this video is a little long, but there's so much to look at. First thing we're going to do for that, I'm going to close all these. Put that away. Close this. You want to make sure the guns are pointing down towards the feet because they'll fit in these grooves. We're going to make sure these hatches are closed. And you want to leave this panel up. And all we're going to do is take this. There are wheels on all sides. Here and here on both sides. We're going to take the back base, fold it down. We're going to let these two come in. We're going to take these super wings. Some people like them out like that. I like to tuck them in. I'm going to bring these out slightly, bring the legs in, and they will peg in right next to the Autobot symbol. 1 and 2. And you want to make sure this piece pushes back like so. There are the Optimus Prime legs. There are the legs. Next, we're going to transform Optimus into his super mode. We're going to take away his gun. And we're going to leave those two right there, so we'll be using those in a minute. First thing we're going to do, and this, I think, is one of the most important steps of doing this. You're going to take the hands and you're going to bend them like so. You're going to push this forward. I did it by accident without thinking. Muscle memory. This side doesn't want to do it. There we go. Pull that forward. Bend at one hinge. Bend at the second hinge. And that will take out so many issues you will have later. The instructions actually say to do it a different way. This will take out so many issues. Now, we're going to bring the shoulder up and bring it forward again. Shoulder up, bring it forward again. You may have to pull a little bit slightly like I just did just to clear this plate. Open this, bring it over the top, plug it back in. And now you'll notice the arms are in the back like so. Just make sure all that tightens back up. Now we're going to take the back. I'm going to flip out his fists. And I'm just going to separate this. And once I do that, the head will automatically come out. And again, there is another trigger switch in here, which would have automatically converted the base into the legs. We're going to rotate the shoulder. Like so. And this is going to come... Uh-oh. These... I forgot. You got to switch the guns. You got to switch the guns or it's not going to fit properly. Whoops, my bad. So switch those. And then you just stand these straight up in the back. So it looks like that. Rotate it so that this is what it looks like from behind. Come to the front. Fold down. Turn. Fold down and turn. Bring the sides of the head out. And the way he's going to attach, these plugs here are going to attach right here. And it's going to trigger this. And if you have one like mine that likes to constantly disassemble, good luck. And there. I know this is not the greatest camera shots, and I do apologize. Like I always say, I am not a professional. I'm just a guy who likes to do videos. And I try my best. And there he is. Super Optimus Prime. Super mode. And I love this thing. I think it looks fantastic. And what I really like about this is it has its own stabilization in the back. So it really does stand still. The unfortunate thing about this mold is that the original from the hip down, there is no movement at all. This is a brick. It does not do anything. But it looks cool. As you can see, everything looks really nice. And you can activate, have a mini-con once again, do the same tricks. The gun on the hip. If it'll work with me. If it'll work with me. It don't want to work with me. Will come out. So you can still use that gimmick. You can actually take this gun out. Now he's got a knee cannon. So many fun things you can do with this thing. And as you can see, mine constantly is disconnecting down here. I love the face sculpt. Gave it a new face for Optimus Prime. Let's get in there and get a closer look at that. Red eyes, gold mouth plate. Got the exhaust pipes for the side of the head. Trying a couple new camera shots here. Hopefully they look good. And I like the way this looks back here. Kept the show look really nice. Push that back just a little bit and you get a little bit better view. So it looks really cool. He can, of course, in this mode, hold a small gun. If you want to put those together and give him a small gun. What's supposed to happen is you push this button. This hand was going to light up. And that was the hand you put the gun in. For the light up option. Articulation with this one is really nothing. The head. And due to the transformation, back and forth, you can move the stacks on the head. And the shoulder, that's it. It won't go back forward, but it will go back. And as you can see, you have to move the bicep to get it to turn. So it'll show. That's it. That's all you get for articulation. It's very stiff. I think for overall looks is where this guy wins. And then if you put everything back on him, there you go. He was the first toy, well, first super toy in the Transformers Unicron trilogy. And he is also able to combine with Jetfire and Overlord. Overload into Jet Prime and then Super Power Optimus Prime, which is Jetfire and Overload together. So you get Optimus, Jetfire, and Overload, or Optimus and Jetfire, depending on how you want to set it up. And it looks really cool. I'll do a video on all of them combined eventually. But overall, I really love this toy. I think it looks fantastic. Again, this is a little bit longer than my normal videos because there's so much to look at. Playable, in this mode, he's more or less a brick. You're just going to stand him on a playing field and you're going to look at him and say, looks great. I'll be blunt by that. But transformation, compatibility with other Minicon sets, off the chart. You could take his cannon and stick it back here for storage. If you take this gun, you can stick it right back there. That is an actual storage for the gun. So tell me what you think of this figure. I like it. And I like the update. I thought it was a nice update with the newer one from Legacy. Be doing a review on him eventually as well. Be doing a one on Jetfire soon and Overload. Especially with the new Jetfire coming out, which I'm really psyched for. I can't wait to have him, the new Optimus, and the old Jetfire all together to take a look at him and do a comparison for everybody. Having said that, this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel members and subscribers. I appreciate it so much. I enjoy doing these videos, and I hope you enjoy them as well. I'm going to get ready for another video, and Optimus is going to go save the universe. You have a good day.